All right. So what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. This is Everyday How-Tos, and my name is Mikhail Taylor. This is November 9th, 2023. Getting this channel kicked off, and just wanted to share a couple of things that I'm working on, particularly in the area of trading and trying to build skills in that area. Trying to get to understand the ins and outs of the trading world. Probably was a few years now. I've had trading on my radar. Started off in a little bit of, I believe, just trying to get a feel of stocks and just trying to understand when to get in and when to buy, and learned a little bit about options and things like that. But never really took to it. Kind of slowed down on it for a while. But this past year really took flight for me. It started to kind of make sense, and started to listen to, I guess, the right folks, particularly in the Forex world. I think the Forex world kind of pulled me into some of the other things. The Forex stuff made sense to me for some reason, and I started to get in it from there. So I've been trying to learn, trying to get a feel of the markets, and trying to get a feel of how to um, maximize maximize things to the best of my ability without losing a bunch of money. So um, learning how to do technical analysis and a little bit of fundamental analysis, and uh, just kind of learning how to get in and get out without losing too much. So I opened up some demo accounts. I did open up one live account, and still working through that process, but I think hopefully soon enough, I'll start kind of catching on and really being able to be profitable. So that's my goal. Um, I was thinking maybe just to share a little bit about just what kind of like my trades have been looking like, what type of trades I've been working on. Um, I think I've been trying to get into NAS a little bit. I don't know, NAS has been really tricky for me. It's been a little bit more difficult for me. I don't know, for some reason I've been taking more to USD CAD. I like gold, but haven't taken to that. So I think USD CAD, AUD USD, and GBP JPY, I guess they call it GJ, has been kind of most impactful for me. So I've been using those and trying to get, into it a little bit more, and trying to get a little bit more focused on my trades. Um, some of the kind of approaches or strategies I've been using has been more. I tried a few different things, but I got a particular course um, from one of these guys. And learn a couple of things. I kind of like some of the quick scalping techniques that I've been seeing, and learning a couple of techniques, breakout techniques, reversal techniques, and things like that to start to make some profit, get myself going. So I'm learning that, growing in it. I think one of the biggest things that's been helping me lately is to kind of scroll out to the hour chart. I've been spending most of my time in like the 5-minute chart, 1-minute chart, but it's been helping me a lot to kind of scroll out to the 1 hour chart, kind of set kind of like my key levels. Looks a little sloppy right now on this particular example because I've just been trying to practice and put all of that into reach. Hopefully things will be a little bit more focused, but this is on the 1 hour, and this is probably over a few days of me kind of just tracking price and trying to catch key levels and understand where it's at. So I've been putting myself to the test with that a little bit, and just kind of watching a few videos on how to actually set my key levels right, how to set my key levels in an effective way. Recently, I've been kind of reading up on some technical analysis from particular experts or whatnot. And some of the key levels that they've been calling out have actually been where I mark my charts up at. So I'm hoping that's a sign that I'm moving in the hopefully in the right direction, and working on building that skill and that focus. So we just want to be able to come here at the 1 hour, pretty much is what I'm working at, trying to build, kind of capture my key levels, capture where I need to be at, capture where price is really bouncing off at. And then from there, going down to the 5 minute and being able to find my entries and things like that. So I think I may have had one trade the other day. I think this was one trade the other day that may have hit. Let me put back my kill zones. Oh yeah, so this was probably in the day. So I think this was one trade here that I hit. So this is probably an example of mainly what I'm trying to do. I'm also using the VWAP for like these kind of breakout trades. I'm using Heikin-Ashi candles. And I'm using the VWAP to kind of help gauge and guide when I get into trades. So I'm just looking for places here where price is bouncing. So I either want to be above this VWAP here, see where price is bouncing here, and then find out where we get a strong breakout and then take that trade. Or I want to be, or take and go long, I should say, if I'm above the VWAP line like here. And then if I'm below the VWAP line, I'm looking for shorts. So that's been kind of what I'm trying to do. I think this was one day where I got in on this trade and it went well for me. So this is pretty much the idea of what I was doing here. I saw price came up here above the VWAP and it bounced off of here 3 times. And then on this trade, it finally broke through. And I think I got in on this trade and rode this up for a little quick scalp. So I'm trying to make this thing be, get to a point where this is really consistent for me, and I'm able to really kind of hone in on the flow of how these trades are supposed to work, and just that consistency, just knowing that it's not always going to pan out. I think my biggest maybe hurdle right now is just trusting price. Like sometimes price will run up or go in my direction. Obviously, there's always going to be a pullback. Trying to train myself on letting price go. Right now I'm kind of in that mode where, like, if price runs up, and I'll take some partial, close out partial positions on that trade, and then get some profit off of it. I really want to become like these guys that just get into a trade and they're so confident about what they're doing that they can sit down and just watch the trade go up and go down a little bit and go up and go down, and then finally go really fully in their direction and hit their TPs. I really want to be like one of those guys right now, but not quite there yet. But my aim is to build my confidence in that direction. So I think this was a time when I was doing similar trade, but this didn't work out in my favor. I think I was looking for this breakout right here. I think it went down a little bit and then it went out of it went against me. So still, again, working on finding those key opportunities where I can really hit it and where I can really go. So this is what I've been kind of working on for myself. And this is what feels like it's been working a little bit better for me, drawing up my key levels, my trend lines at the 1 hour, and then coming down to the 5 hour, and then just honing in a little bit more on the right opportunities to jump in and to hit it. So let me look at some of the other stuff I tried to do with NAS. I can see here I tried to do some other stuff with NAS. Let me see what happened here. I got a couple little things with NAS. Like I took this breakout right here. You can see same story. I don't know if I was on the 1 minute with this one. I may have been on the 1 minute with this one because I usually set my yeah, I usually set my my level right at the body of the furthest candle, or right at the body of the lowest or highest candle. Um, so I think I was on the 1 minute when I took this trade. So this was a kind of a good trade on the 1 minute because it went all the way down here before it reversed. So so again, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm looking for these places where price is bouncing off of a particular level, making sure that I'm either above or below the VWAP. If I'm below, if price is below the VWAP, then I'm looking for it to go short and take that short trade. And if it's above, I'm looking for it to go long and kind of break out in that direction. So this is kind of where I'm at right now. I'd love to be in a place where, you know, love to kind of be at the level where I can just be a swing trader and just wait for days. But this is kind of how I think I want to learn trading. I think I want to learn from a scalping level. And then hopefully when I master scalping, it'll feel a lot better to go into something like swing trading if I want to do that. Or maybe I'll just, value and appreciate scalping so much that's good enough for me. I'm kind of like a quick in and out. Trading isn't the only thing that I'm focused on. So I would love to kind of just have enough of the skills to be able to get in there, know how to get out, maybe a couple hours, 4 or 5 hours, and then just call it a day, and then just go from there. I love having the all around approach too. I would love to know how to swing trade and, be able to set a position for a few days or however long swing traders do their stuff. But yeah, just probably not there yet. So we definitely want to master this first, hopefully. It's one of those things where you got to start somewhere and start somewhere, try to get something going in motion. And this feels like it makes most sense to me. One of the other things that could happen, which is funny, is that, you do take the time, to become good at, one particular thing. And then later on you break into something different. And then that ends up being the thing, like, you're like, man, I wish I would have did this years ago. So I hope it won't be one of those things where, like, I try swing trading, I'm just like, man, this is much easier. I should have did this years ago. But for right now, I'm gonna just stick to one thing, do it. The other thing that I'm doing, is forgot to mention the guy that I bought his course. His name is Josiah Jovier. Actually, my son's name. But his name is Josiah Jovier. And it's been just seems like a cool young guy. And been trying to gain as much kind of insight from him. He just kind of gets into it. Looks like he just makes it super simple and he gets into it and get it done. And so I'm trying to learn as much as I can from his training material and some of the other things. But I'm also like picking around at other material for more foundational stuff. I haven't been doing this for years. I've only been doing this for a few months, probably since earlier in the year. And so this isn't my day-to-day thing that I've been doing for years now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping it won't take me years to become profitable or to understand. But I saw his training material. I saw a few other guys that seemed to be in that same vein, but for some reason kind of took to him. So I'm going to continue to see what I can learn and see what I can build on. Really trying to learn how to not get trapped in like fake outs like this, where I'm feeling like, all right, price is going to break through and then get into the trade and then to get stuck in here, right? So I'm trying to avoid just these areas unless I'm really confident there's going to be like a reversal. So here just ended up reversing. I was kind of waiting. I don't think I got trapped in this one, but I was waiting for it to break above this zone a little bit, but it ended up reversing the other way. That's what I'm saying. For me, NAS sometimes has been real tricky. I really want to be in that zone where I can catch this type of stuff and know how to catch it. It's just a little bit weird for me. I just, you know, um, and then I don't do with the strategy that I'm using right now, I don't trade like market open stuff and I'm not like that. So like some of this I may miss. I probably don't get into the market until about 9 o'clock because I don't do the open market, open trade stuff with the strategy that I'm using now. So, some of this I could have potentially caught here, whatever, but that didn't quite work out. So I'm starting to gravitate, like I said, more to, like the AUD, USD, New Zealand dollar, and USD. Starting to gravitate more there, but I've heard folks talk a lot about GJ, and I'm getting into it a little bit and kind of liking what I've been experiencing. Just feels a lot more consistent and a lot more steady. What day was this? This was the 23rd. I think I may have gotten in on these two trades here. I think when this broke through. So this was a level that I set. So yeah, so price came through here. This is right at 9 o'clock here. So probably back here, I was already kind of keeping my eyes open on what was going on. And I set this level, and you can see here, this candle right here broke through. This candle right here broke through, and then it started going up. I think it tried to go against me a little bit here, but then it eventually went back up, and I think that was good. So this type of pullback stuff is what I'm trying to get better at, and get better at being more patient through this, but I need to build that confidence, but I think I just got to go at it. I'm getting into a little bit of the psychology material too, where, it's more about assessing yourself based off of, 10 to 20 trades instead of each trade. And so I think in order to do that, I need to let my trades run, in order to make that whole thing make sense, where, even if I don't hit, even if I lose, or I think some people say 40% win rate, I need to let my trades run. And I'm still kind of working through that and trying to make sense of letting my trades run in that way. So I'm gonna keep working at it, keep giving my best shot at it. Probably come back on here and share some more details about it again. This is kind of what I'm doing to just kind of start off, but the real goal of this channel will eventually be to be what it says it is, which is everyday how-tos. So try to come on here and have some how-tos and DIY type stuff that I think is helpful. And then I'll keep moving. So again, this is everyday how-tos. This is the 9th of November, 2023. And I'll be getting back on here to share some more stuff and see if I can do some stuff in the moment and catch some trades in the moment and see what it see what it feels like, see if I'm really doing it or not. But this is all my markups and things that I'm doing to kind of assess where I'm at. So okay, I got a trade here that's going in my direction, so that's good. So I hope that keeps going down, because I really need that to keep going in my direction. Yeah, I think I had popped up my stop. Okay, so this is a trade that I actually took today, and this was USD CAD. So I think this has been pushing up, but it's hitting a resistance. Okay, so yeah, so I think this was on a downtrend, and then it kind of recently took this uptrend. And I think with just some of the recent news and things, there's more of a bearish sentiment right now. And so based off of, analysis and some other things, I'm trying to see how I can capitalize on that and understand kind of how to move through that and position myself with it. So um this was where I was looking at the trade before. I think I was looking at this earlier in the day, and it did break out a little bit, but it had here. So I don't think I took this trade, or did I? I'll start marking up when I took the trades on this chart, because I take my trades on my other software. But in any case, I later made this level here, and it broke out. I took the trade when it broke out here. So I took the trade on this candle. And after I took the trade on that candle, it went down a little bit, but then it tried to pop back up and hit my stop, but looks like it took a reverse here. So I'd love if this kept going down until it hit this level, because that would really put me in a good position. And I think right now I'm taking a stab, or I'm trying to prepare myself for maybe like a prop, to get into like a prop firm where I can get some more capital. Trying to prepare myself, so I'm doing one of those free trials right now, and put myself to the test. So I'm aiming to do my best not to blow it. So other than that, I'm gonna keep working at it and see what I can make of this, and just share some things that I'm learning along the way. So like I said, hopefully this trade continues to go in my direction, and that would kind of make my night, because I lost a little bit this morning, and it was by accident. I was trying to get used to the trading tool, or the broker that I'm using for this challenge. They don't allow you to use your, what do you call it? They don't allow you to use your trading manager tools on there. So it ended up, I think I took a trade and I didn't really set the stop loss. So it ended up riding down in the opposite direction on me. After I just made $200, it ended up riding on the other direction in me. And so I lost like 600. And so I'm not trying to revenge trade or nothing, but this was a good setup that I saw, and I was thinking, hopefully I can try to see this trade all the way through for the end of the night. So that'll be a good way to end things off. But anyway, that's all I got, and I'm gonna leave it there. So signing off.